Welcome back to the exciting world of bad puns, jokes, and, well, a lot of violence, if I'm remembering correctly. Joshiraku has not been anything if not entertaining. Although I don't really want to do any more Rorschach tests after what we got in the last one. The fact that each of these characters are so defined and yet undefined at the same time, pretty much anything can happen at any one point. They're not restrained by the normal, laws of physics, for one thing. And despite the show's own efforts to show that, for the sake of the audience, the show is showing a lot of restraint in language and graphic scenes, seems to disregard that entirely. It's funny, so I want to see more. Hopefully you do too, so strap yourselves in, get a drink. Shall we begin? Whenever I press play on the episode and get assaulted by the upbeat just opening, I'm almost never ready for it. Now, there's a few shows and everything that this kind of humour does remind me, and I think I've spoken on it several times before when watching the previous episodes. But I do quite enjoy a kind of absurdist humour. You would have thought I might have had enough of that after watching 300 so episodes of Gintama. Although I am dreading the little performance joke at the end of this opening. And hopefully there won't be any more of the dance routine Rakugo stuff either. She's good at imitating a meal there. What's with... Well, I would say what's with her expression, but that's just her face, isn't it? Both are important. Trying to... Her? Who are we talking about? This is no longer about the performance in the show, is it? Sounds like a plan. Just give a bit of humanization to... Excuse me? What's with the... Don't rub. I was about to say, what's with the almost Christmas music going on here? What a way to immediately just distract yourself from the conversation that was going on. Just ignore the actual time of year this is actually set in. No. I wonder who it is. There's some questionable... Hang on, were they extraterrestrial type shite down there in that picture? What is this newspaper? Also, why do they have an ornament that just says piles? There's some interesting choices of present and whatnot in those options. Now, I'm pretty sure that when it comes to presents and the like, I'm getting the short straw this festive season, since my brothers are not exactly affluent at the minute. I mean, tequila is... Counselling. Okay, we're going back to the whole kill them, kill yourself kind of deal. Jesus Christ. Was the whole... We'll do it ourselves with blackjack and hookers. Excuse me? Definitely getting the wrong end of the stick there, but religion helps people in their own personal way. Have we got carol singers just... Hope they're not expected to be paid for this. Really getting a bit close. Please don't. It's okay. That run. The animator's really putting in overtime. Really getting Scream vibes to Patras. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the true spirit of Christmas. The rapture, has it finally come? Can I get away from all this now? I mean, there may be no helping her now. Even counselling is worthless. Now, what kind of music will she bring to the festivities here? Yeah, there's no personal choice, is there? You're forced into it. Another miracle? Or the angels now descending to remove the microphones from her? And she chose never to sing again. It truly was a miracle. It's a bit multifaceted, that woman. It's been a while since I've seen The Exorcist. Also, if this episode is really getting into some manic episodes, with true ups and downs. Is that why my monitor's always so dirty? Huh. It's not the first time. We're only on, what, like the 5th episode or something, and how many times has she been assaulted? Sometimes it's better to not stand out and go unnoticed. I mean, now that's a reference at least that think I know. Howls. I like a fluffy jumper thing with a bear on it. And the problem is there's so many people just trying to get on with their days and have a nice time, having to pass by and witness this monstrosity of a conversation. Okay. Is it just everyone? I mean, they just have the word back in, I guess, but backdoor Trojan. Is there any word with back in it that is actually a positive? Those poor animators. Sounds good. Fashion in this place. What's a blue girl? Okay. You learn new things every day. What are the other colours then? So if you just want to... Now you're just getting to the realms of the tongue twist and the like, much like the... I'm trying to remember what the other one is, the long one, which everyone memes of. It's probably best if you don't... If you don't imagine it. That poor establishment. Is it time to go home yet? Some interesting choices. I did watch a almost documentary type thing about a industry of just creating fake foods for displays like this. Why is it going off? Ah, that's why it's okay. Hey. Is there a magic circle to go along with that order? I'd hate to see her ordering a coffee then, if this is how she's like getting a crepe. There is an option of just getting plain. Did anyone just go for... Well, I'm sure someone out there has ordered a plain pizza, meaning 0 toppings. Not sure I'd want to talk to them, but still. Japan's way of eating in public has always been, I think, actually somewhat better because there's no Most especially because of culture, no mess everywhere, but still, don't walk and eat. It's less embarrassing when you're in a group. Could you eat me? She has very specific eating habits. It doesn't exactly taste the same, though, if you're expecting that kind of flavour profile. Well, just unfold the paper. She's not creating any friends here. Death by kindness. I wonder if she's gotten a taste for crepes now after that assault on the palate. Farewell to glasses. So, now we're getting what? Moisturising advice? Huh? Did she also believe in astrology? Impressive. I mean, I think they're now taking the metaphor into a completely different place. Some don't exactly need to worry about dry skin problems. Understand? Why are you trying to get wasabi? There's benefits of each, apparently. And where does she fall on the scale? It's not going to be complimentary, that's all I know. Is it skin? Huh? And what kind of. Yeah, what skin does that entail? Someone else is joining in on the conversation. Hey? She is a. Let's move on. She is a great proponent of tattoos and artwork. The thing is, she. What an odd tattoo to get! Also, I don't think you need that close of a view. What kind. Actually, no, I don't want to finish the sentence. I was going to say, what kind of big sister would sit there with your ass in the air? Uh, I mean, give it another try. Using her as a canvas. I will. Excuse? All they did was add. God damn it. Somehow I don't quite believe her. And so. Perfect. She should get that Dry squid skin arranger. Oh, dry squad, sorry. What have we got? The Super Sentai explosions in the backgrounds, are we? How exactly is this going to help the world? I mean, there have been some very odd shows that have been proposed to be on TV. Some were thankfully cancelled before too long. And just like that, they lost all of their individual powers. What an advert for the skincare product, yeah. Will they get... Will they get paid for this advert? Is this why the title of this bit was like farewell classes? So that's her power. Gotcha. Is everyone just ignoring the centipede right in the room? What's this? So you have to have a bug on a stick just dangling in front of her constantly. What an existence. Huh? The problem is, they're also putting one of their squad out of commission by forcing her to have goosebumps constantly. Susan Boyle? Are you going to go through a way that's not horrifying? Now just assisting a emotional response. Omedeto. It's so moving. And this is where the truck comes, please. I don't think there's any... And it just ends, okay. God damn, fucking hell. When the characters themselves try to move on and change things... But yeah, I don't think there's any way of changing their minds and becoming a permanent fixture once they've made the decision for you. I don't think I can even remember anything that happened in this episode. This was just a whirlwind of insanity, even by Joshiraku's standards. What was the exorcism thing about? I just don't know sometimes. I mean, it really builds into their way of getting material for their shows, though, these conversations with one another. But whether it be skincare routines, tattoos, or the allure of religion, there really is something for everyone in this show. And I'm not surprised in the slightest that Joshiraku has done the whole, here's a Christmas episode, because it's the time of the release. but we're not actually going to do anything about it. Screw you, screw your expectations. Moving on. And then for anyone to enter the room unexpectedly to be assaulted in such a way. Actually, I'd be surprised if they weren't. And of course, once again, almost like clockwork, there's one character at the brunt of all of this, suffering the humiliation and defeat that comes with basically their standing in the group. One that became a living canvas. Sometimes it's better not to ask questions. And then I think whenever there's no kickback, you get something like Joshiraku. When there's just free reign to do, say, and try anything that they want. Unless, of course, it comes down to crepes, in which case there are certain members of the group who are staunchly against it. That order, though, she knew exactly what she wanted. Didn't really need to read the menu or anything, just get it done. Well, I think I would have liked to see the others ordering as well, so we can get a glimpse into their personal choices and habits. See if we can guess each of their personal flavours and everything. But how many times is the masked member of the group going to appear and have this leadership aura, want to really pull them back from the brink? Or offering some sage advice and skincare routine. But much like Mari being the butt of the very physical end of the jokes, the more mental anguish that another one suffers so tragically. How reoccurring is that going to be? I mean, the phantom pregnancy of one was one thing, but wishing for it all to end in this one. Still, good thing the angels came down in their heavenly chorus, bringing her back into fighting spirit. Or maybe they could have toned it down a little. I don't know what's going on. All I know is that Joshiraku has been a whirlwind of jokes, wordplays, visual comedy, and name dropping. There are definitely ones that are going to go over my head because I'm not sure who is being referenced. But at least I can get the joke when it's everyone shooting the same one over and over and over again. But lest you want to be trapped in some old horror B-movie, we should run while we still can. There's no priest that can really exercise what's going to be unleashed on the channel soon. So, if you enjoyed this one, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. Consider subscribing. Join into my Discord if that picks up your fancy as well. But for now, get yourselves a bit of rest, because I want to see you for the next one. Well, I hope you all have a fantastic Christmas, and thanks to the likes of Noku, Sal, Croyville, Ruben Finamawa, Guado, Kite, Raywin, Lightwizard91, Shuan, Tori Jane, and everyone else. I know less some rapture happens, I will be enjoying mine as well. And that does mean there's always more anime around the corner, and if you would like to help that be certain, consider joining as well.